Welcome back to another day on the farm. Today we are actually doing fencing that we should have done a long time ago.
Yeah.
We are fencing in the large pasture. So pasture right in front of our house all the way up to
you can see
Tim and Tammy's.
We've already done 2 lines of poly tape over there. We painted all of the T-posts white, partially for aesthetics, but also visibility. They're just more viewable.
Yeah, it's easier to see them.
Yep.
Which can be both be a positive and a negative, depending on how straight and how vertical and how evenly spaced out they are.
Yeah.
But we did all the measurements, so everything is more or less evenly spaced. Like, because we've got what, six wooden posts, marking
all
the corners and then the center on the 2 long
sides. Yeah.
And so everything, the T-posts are evenly spaced between them, between each of the wooden posts, but the distance between some of the wooden posts is slightly different, so their spacing is a little bit different, but overall it's within 10 feet, give or take, between all of them.
It looks fine.
I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So it'll be nice once this line is totally up, and then it's like, ah.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna, one, look really good, and it's gonna be effective.
Calvin and Lav are going to be excited.
Oh my goodness. Yesterday we had them in the little temporary pasture that's basically looking at this, and they were watching us the whole time. They were watching me run the tape, and they were getting excited. You could see it in their face.
I think they know.
Show my genius move here.
Oh yeah.
So it's the T-post insulators. And I put a little hole and put a little carabiner on it. So it just hangs on my belt loop, so I don't have to worry about carrying it or dropping on it.
Here, honey, outfit of the day.
This is from Tentry. Wonderful sweatshirt. I absolutely love this. And then my 511 pants and my Ariat boots.
By the way, I saw those pants on the website.
What?
They're the Ascent series, aren't they?
No.
They're not.
This is the Capital pant.
Oh, is it? On an exciting update, though, that we have not had a chance to tell you guys, behind me is a truck.
So Mom and Dad actually bought this truck from a local auction down in Charlotte. It used to be a Piedmont gas truck. So it actually is a dual fuel. It can run on gasoline as well as natural gas.
That's why it has this weird, like, double door here.
And, well, because it was a utility truck, that's why it's got this strobe. But then this here is a natural gas tank. And
it's real cheap. What does it cost right now to fill it?
$1.60 a gallon.
$1.60
for natural gas. We're still not totally sure what the miles per gallon is on it yet, but I know Dad's starting to track it. So next time he fills up, we should have a good idea of what the actual MPG is.
So yeah, Piedmont basically every so often they auction off a bunch of their trucks, and yeah, they ended up winning the auction with their bid. So Patrick has a bunch of fun things he's going to be doing lights-wise, because this is also the truck that they use for all of their fire calls. So that is going to get switched out to a red cap, so it'll be a red light. They have their fire... Or no, you don't.
No, they're in the van right now.
They're in the van right now. But yeah, so he's going to be adding a bunch of lights to this.
Dad said you have to start it right away or the alarm starts going off.
Why?
I don't know.
They first brought this back. It was nasty.
It was trash.
It was disgusting, and he found a local guy who detailed,
right down the street.
Detailed it for what, 120, I think, inside and outside was
80.
What? No, in the end it was 120 because he did the outside too.
When he got the photo, it was $50 to do the inside, $80 to do the whole car.
He said it was oh no, it was because he had him take all the stickers off.
Oh,
so it ended up being like 110, 120 because they had stickers drives, like slow drive sticker, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
So he had him take those off. So it was like $110, $120 to clean the inside, the outside, and take all the stickers off, which is really cheap. Well, we are off to take this on a trip to get gates.
So we've got all of the top rungs set up. Oh, did you mention anything about doing the poly rope?
Nope.
Okay. So since the last footage, we went to we went to Tractor Supply. We decided to get some poly rope for the top line.
We originally were running 3 lines of poly tape.
Yes, we were going to do 3 lines of poly tape and no poly rope, but Tractor Supply didn't have everything we needed to do a 3rd line of poly tape.
They're out of the insulators.
Right, they're out of the insulators. We have the tape, but we'll use the tape elsewhere. And really to feel comfortable with the big animals in here during the days, because it is so big and we don't have clear visibility across the entire pasture from the house, we decided we really should have a 3rd line to begin with. So we're just doing poly rope. We'll save the poly tape for some other project.
They're very respectful of just the 2 low lines.
Right.
They don't want to go anywhere near it. Ryan's doing some fancy knot.
I'm gonna do figure 8 on a bite. Figure 8 on a bite.
Is that how your instructor talked?
Pretty much. So we'll throw that in there, drop the pin, and voila.
Oh, how was it showing?
Oh. Way to go. So there we go. We've got our knot. We'll throw it in there, drop the pin, and call it a day. And then if we want, we can even do a finishing knot in here, just to be safe. You may recognize this as a standard granny knot. Whatever you want.
A what?
Granny knot? Or a, I don't know, pretzel knot? Whatever they're called.
Oh.
And actually, like, these kind of hold it tight. So
Oh, do they?
Kind of. Like, I can't pull that end tight. It's a few days later since the last time we filmed. And I promise, well, I know we're not good with being super consistent and showing the process here because, quite frankly, it takes a lot of time and it slows down the process of getting things done as if they weren't already slow enough. That's why we don't really get super good footage kind of like of the process. We're trying to get better, but it's a process. Again, it just takes time. Granny, I understand that you would like to feed Thor. You can go attempt to feed Thor right now.
I got for food.
What?
I got for food.
What about Thor? There's no more Thor's food? I know, that's why we need to wait. We need to be patient, okay? We can do it later.
No, right now.
No, not right now. What has been finished since then? We got a couple more posts. We got all of the lines surrounding this pasture in. So we got those lines all the way down, down by our house, across the front of our house, and then there is another section for a gate way down there. And then obviously it comes all the way back up here. And so we've got this opening here. We need to get our gates installed. Really, the only things left in this pasture to do are get the gates installed and then make the lines hot. We're gonna do a double gate, so a 6-foot gate and an 8-foot gate. And that primarily came down to what we were able to transport home from Tractor Supply. So the goal right now is to try and get these gates up in a timely fashion. Ariana is napping because it's been a long day and she's just real tired. So she's getting a nap and we're gonna try and get this stuff done. Hopefully we can get the gates installed at least, and then I can come out and make them hot later on once it gets dark, but that's not a huge deal. So yes, this is the intent right now, is to get these gates on so we can actually have this usable as a pasture for the animals tomorrow. It is cold, that's why I'm all bundled up. My hand is like really cold right now. It's only like 45. So 45 isn't terribly cold, but there's a pretty good breeze, which obviously increases that. What was it, like 36 inches on center, give or take? So somewhere right around in there. And then let's make sure it's plumb.
Daddy.
What's up?
I was chasing Hops around. He laid down like, I don't have anywhere to go, and just let me grab him.
That's silly.
He's like, I don't have anywhere to go.
So when we're putting in these bolts for the hinges for the gates, having a wrench, a socket wrench, or something like this works really well. That you can just slip over top. Oh, that side's too small. And then just start spinning away. Makes it so much easier. You want to feed Lab? Okay, go feed Lab. Here we go. I got something. So this has a hole on the other side. I grabbed a nail, a big old nail. And watch this. Now I'm getting, well, never mind. Guess that's not gonna work. Ah!
Clover and Maple are in a coop together, and then the other one has...
So we're gonna leave it like this and see if that works, sticking out that far, or if we have to adjust that later. Also, just simply the amount of time it takes to set up a shot to the point that it'll look good, or you think it'll look good enough to include. I mean, just trying to get that shot with me putting up that top one with the sunset in the background took about as long or longer than it took me to just put the bolt in. You know, it's just, that's the way it goes when you're trying to record stuff. So I certainly applaud those that take the time and the energy to get those beautiful shots every time, all the time. And there's some people like Wrangler Star, make it look so good and so easy. Laser level would come in real handy. Also, having the proper tools for the proper job makes such a difference and reduce the amount of time. And who knows, that's probably true when it comes to you know, video and all that stuff. I got this thing for Christmas, and it is, or not Christmas, for my birthday last month. I put it on my wish list when I saw it on Instagram ads, but it is awesome. What's up?
You and me want to play 2 different songs. I'm going to do the Farmhouse song, and Aaron wants to do 21 Pilots. Which one do you think we should do?
I think we should do 21 Pilots. Yeah, okay. So it's called like Holstery or something, but essentially it's a little magnet. It's a little magnet on a belt loop, and it is a very strong magnet. Put it on a belt loop and then just throw stuff on it. And I've gotten to the point that it just sits here on my belt loop all the time, and anytime I'm working on something, I can just throw stuff back there and it'll stick. It, you know, tools, screws, anything. It's awesome. The one downside I've seen to wearing it all the time is sometimes I'll stick to cars, I'll stick to metal chairs that I'm sitting in. So minor things, but it's not that big of a deal. It comes in super handy. I think it's like 30 bucks or something on Amazon. Incredible. Especially when I'm constantly out doing various things that, you know, I don't have a tool belt on, or, you know, something like that. Just little things here and there, comes in handy. One of the hardest things with this is just trying to make sure it goes in straight. I mean, obviously it kind of evens itself out just based on where the hole is that you pre-drill. Look at these two, they're literally best buds. Oh dang. Okay, so that one is leaning a bit low. We're going to pull out this bottom one a little bit, which will pump it up. It's about, like I said, that's maybe 5-inch gap. Not terrible, because I mean, we'll have a chain going around them. And then we did get some stuff to basically fix one of these to the ground, so it'll stay steady. Obviously we can pull it up and open both. That was one thing that we were like, we absolutely need to be able to keep one steady if we're gonna have a double gate versus just one large gate. We'll use metal fence posts that we've got, and we'll drop that in into the ground to give you that tube. We'll keep one steady and be able to swing the other one freely and then open them both when we need to. But we've got that. I've got a little bit of tweaking to do. I need to drop this hinge down a little bit so it actually rests on that. And then, I mean, that one I could drop a little bit as well, like a centimeter or so. But overall, it'll do. It works. This light on the golf cart is a lifesaver. It is so great. In fact, I want to get multiple of them so I can get even more light out here at night when I'm doing some work. What we're gonna do temporarily is pull the front gate out of the front pasture, since there won't be any animals up there, and we're gonna put it back here. So a couple of things, saves us a little bit of money right now, and 2, it saves us from having to find a way to get a 16-foot gate from the store back here, which having the truck, great, but for that long of a gate, we really need a trailer. We got 2 extra bolts or hinges from Tractor Supply to put over here. That way we wouldn't have to take the hinges. Randy, can you move, please? That way we wouldn't have to take the hinges off that front gate. We can leave the hinges. We'll just put 2 new hinges out here, and we'll be able to move it without having to fuss with that. The hinges we bought from Tractor Supply are slightly too big, so I got to take them back and get the correct size, slightly smaller. But that's okay. You want to come too? I don't know. I think we're gonna go in and get some dinner, and then it's gonna be bedtime, and Daddy will probably go after you're in bed. Plus, I got to get a couple more things to make all these lines hot. We're pretty much there with this pasture. Thankfully, it took a while. It took a while to get to, but we're finally here, and I think it actually looks pretty good. So I'll be happy once it's all said and done, and then we can get back to working on the chicken coop or the clucking hen palace. So with that, back to the house.
All right, today is the day. So we just pulled Calvin in from the pasture and Lav over there, so that we can, hold on, I'm gonna close this behind me. Last thing is pulling this 16-foot gate all the way over there by the house. So Ryan's gotta go on a little bit of a walking trip.
Of an excursion.
They're thankfully not as heavy as they look.
No, they're not.
Ooh.
It's large.
Yeah. Very large. Hardest part is going to be figuring out how to corral them into this space. We're probably gonna have to temporarily run a line that's not hot. We can get them to make sure they go over there where they're supposed to go. This is biochar that Ryan made, and I'm moving it out of the way. All right, temporary lines. Look on that. Come on, Lav. Oh, she's like, what is this? She's like, this is my line. I don't go past this. That's right where the cross tie normally is, in the barn.
I got more trees for us.
I might have to put her on a halter and walk her out.
Lav, I've got more.
Come on, Lav. Come on. Good girl. Come on, girl. Come on, Lav. Come on. Good girl. Walk that way. Come on, Lav. Come on, girlie.
Hey, Lav, treat.
Come on, girlie. Good girl. Watch for that. I don't want to scare her.
What's this?
Come on, bud. Come on, Calvin. He's coming. Good boy, Calvin. Go ahead. Go that way.
Come on, Calvin.
Go ahead, bud.
Come on.
Oh, wrong way, bud.
There you go, bud.
Good boy. There you go, guys.
Bunch of fresh grass.
What do you think?